Okay, question 30. The diagram below shows Padma's route to the office. Padma started driving from her house at 8:15 a.m. Along the way, she picked her colleague Jane from her house and resumed the journey. She reached the office at 8:50 a.m. Calculate the average speed in km per hour of the journey. So the question here is very direct. You are checking on the average speed and the units required is km per hour. So for average speed, you will use your total distance over your total time. Okay, total distance here is very clear. You have 24, you have 8. Time also is quite clear. You have 8:15 to 8:50. Okay, so first thing, you can just put your total distance first. You are adding your 24 with 8 together, you get a 32 km. And for your total time, you are subtracting 8:15 from 8:50. So 8:50 minus 8:15, you get a 35. But over here, this is under minutes. Alright, so to make things simpler, you can just follow again your average speed formula. So average speed, you will use 32 km over 35 minutes by right. But since the questions are requiring me to find h km per hour, and from here you are looking for minutes. So from minutes to hour, you will need to divide by 60 because this is a simple conversion, right? So you can just remain your 32 km on top, but as your denominator, you will just put 35 over 60, then change it to hour. And from this, you can just use your calculator to help you. 32 over everything, which is 35 over 60, and you will get 54.86 km per hour. Right? So for B, the diagram below is a line graph showing the time spent by Mr. Ali to run 10 km every day for a period of 6 days. On which day did Mr. Ali spend the longest time? So for the longest time, you can just check on the time axis. This is the longest time and you can just refer to your X. This is day number 2. So you just put day 2. Okay? And number 2, find the greatest improvements of time in minutes spent by Mr. Ali to run 10 km. So for greatest improvement, which means you are looking from the bigger number to a smaller number. Right? Over here, in order for you to check from bigger number to smaller number, you have a few lines that you can refer. This is your line number 1. This is your line number 2. And this is the line number 3. Okay? So you can just compare from day 2 to day 3, for example. This is from 90 to 75. Right? So this is actually reduced by 15 minutes. And from here, this is your 55. So 75 to 55, this is reduced by 20 minutes. And for the last part, this is from 70 to 60. This is for 10 minutes. And you are looking for the greatest improvement of times in minutes. And since this is a 1-mark question, you can just put 20 minutes as your answer. Right? So number 3, calculate the average time taken in minutes spent by Mr. Ali to run 10 km. So average time, you will just use everything to add together, divided by the total day that you are involving, right, in this case. So again, from here, you can just erase everything first and check every single data that you are having. Okay, average time taken is actually your mean. Okay, average time taken, you will start by having 70 plus 90 plus, this is your 75, this is your 55, and you have another 70 here, and the last one is basically your 60. and you need to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to divide by 6. Okay, so you just press 70 plus 90 plus 75 plus 55, 70 and 60, everything divided by 6. You get a 70 minutes. So this is the answer for your part 3. Okay, for C, a lorry travels 24 km from factory A to factory B in 20 minutes. So again, in this case, where you can see a very lengthy sentence, you can just try to draft, right? So factory A, this is your A, you are moving it to factory B for 24 km, and this is done in 20 minutes. Right? The lorry continues the journey to a petrol station, which is located 18 km from factory B. So from here, you have another petrol station. This is 18 km. Right? If the lorry travels with the average speed of 72 km per hour for the whole journey, everything here, the lorry spends 72 km per hour. Find the time taken for the journey from factory B to the petrol station. So you are looking for this part. Okay, you have no idea what is the total time taken here. So we need to do something in between the total distance here and also the average speed. Because you actually know that to get your speed, you need your total distance over total time. Okay, you already are aware about the total distance and also the speed. So you are actually looking for your total time, and after that you can just minus your 20 minutes away from the total time that you have found. Okay, so if speed equals to d over t, to get your t, you again interchange your denominator and numerator. You have d over s. Okay, so in this case, your d is 24 plus 18 km, and your speed is 72 km per hour. And you just press your calculator over here, right? You have 24 plus 18 over 72. This is a 7 over 12 hour. And from hour, you can just change to minutes, because from A to B, you are having 20 minutes here. So 7 over 12 hour, you can just change to minutes by multiplying 60. So simplify it, you have 5, 5 and 7, you get 35 minutes. Which means through the entire journey, you use up 35 minutes. Okay? And lastly, time taken from B to petrol station. You will just use your 35 minutes to minus 20 minutes, and 15 minutes is the answer for this case.